Hi, my name is Lowell Taylor, and I live in Lethbridge, Alberta. I'm a paracyclist with Cycling Canada, racing tandem bikes. I am the current national time trial champion, the national kilo record holder, a 2-time silver medalist at the Lima Para-Pan Am Games, and I'm a Tokyo Paralympic hopeful. My wife and I, Julie, were also on Season 4 of The Amazing Race Canada.
Hi, we are the Anson family. We live in Vancouver.
My brother and I have Usher syndrome. We are slowly losing our vision.
No, my sister and I have Usher syndrome. We are slowly losing our vision.
Hi everyone, my name is Donovan Tilsley. I am a 35-year-old 4-time Paralympic athlete in the sport of swimming from Vancouver, BC.
Hi, my name is Michaela Kahn.
And my name is Delaney Kahn.
And we're from Tiny, Ontario. We have retinitis pigmentosa, which is causing us to lose our vision.
Hi, my name is David Johnson. I'm from Victoria, BC, and I'm a 2021 Paralympic hopeful. I have retinitis pigmentosa. This causes me to lose my vision over time.
Hi, my name is Dylan Bivick and I live in Mississauga, Ontario. My discipline is cycling, and I do track and road cycling, and I plan on going to Worlds for both of them.
Bonjour, mon nom est Mario Lapointe de Gatineau au Québec. Je participerai le 20 juin prochain à Cycle for Sight pour ramasser des fonds pour la recherche sur la vision.
Hi, my name is Victoria Nolan and I live in Toronto. I am a Paralympic rower. My team and I won bronze at the Rio Games, and we are Tokyo 2021 hopefuls. I have retinitis pigmentosa, which is an eye disease that is causing me to slowly lose my sight.
I have retinitis pigmentosa, which is causing me to lose my vision. I'm participating in Cycle for Sight Virtual 2020 because cycling and vision are two major parts of my story.
In the month leading up to Cycle for Sight, we as a family have committed to ride 120 kilometers.
As a participant in Cycle for Sight for the past 6 years, I'm looking forward to once again getting on my tandem bike, along with good friend Paul Wetmore.
We are participating in Cycle for Sight Virtual 2020 to help find vision cures for our children and others like them.
Je serai accompagné de mon ami Bruno Beauparlant de l'équipe Vision d'Espoir. Nous allons parcourir 100 km en vélo.
I'm excited to be joining riders from coast to coast to Cycle for Sight and help find cures for the thousands of Canadians living with vision loss.
We are excited to be joining riders from across the country and Cycle for Sight today to help raise funds and find a cure for the thousands of Canadians living with vision loss.
I'm participating in Cycle for Sight 2020 because I want to raise awareness about the thousands of young Canadians living with vision loss and show them that anything's possible.
We're excited to be joining riders from across Canada today for Cycle for Sight to help find cures for thousands of Canadians living with vision loss.
I'm participating in Cycle for Sight Virtual 2020 because it is empowering to belong to this community.
Together, let's move vision research forward.
Together, let's move vision research forward.
Let's get research moving forward.
Together, let's move vision research forward.
Excited for the ride. Let's get riding.
Stay safe and have fun. Let's go, Canada.
Let's get moving, Canada.
Hey, let's go.
Have fun with your Cycle for Sight today. Bye.
Good morning / early afternoon to everybody who's joining us. It's just after 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. for our friends in Newfoundland and Labrador. Welcome to Cycle for Sight Virtual 2020 in support of Fighting Blindness Canada. I'm Ramya Amuthan, and I will be hosting today's event. We have a lot of things happening today, and I'm so glad that you're joining us. I'm a co-chair for the Fighting Blindness Canada Young Leaders Program this year. And though things this year are shifting constantly, it's given us great opportunities to adapt, like this one. And I'm really, really loving these virtual accessible experiences. So happy that you're here with us today, all across Canada, in your living rooms, on your screens, as we recognize the cause for expanding vision research through promotion of being active, no matter the time, no matter the situation. I mean, you're all doing this from your homes, maybe outside. That's amazing. And we're all in it together right now. We're focusing on the positives, and you being right here, right now, you're taking this time to really connect. You're putting away all your hesitations, your thoughts, your maybes, your what ifs, and you're committing to be here at the moment. So we're so thankful. Thank you so much. And you're supporting FBC, and you're supporting the community, and that's in whatever capacity that's possible for you. So thank you so much for joining us today. I'm coming to you live from Toronto, and we're excited to have more than 500 people joining us and participating today all across the country from coast to coast to coast. We have a great event planned for you, and that includes indoor cycling classes, movement and yoga sessions, as well as a Zwift ride and some very special appearances. This is the 12th annual event, and Cycle for Sight will surpass $5.7 million in total funds raised this year alone for critical vision research. And it's all because of dedicated participants, donors, and sponsors like you. So thank you so much. These funds are going to be supporting critical vision support and research in Canada, and it's going to bring us one step closer to finding treatments and cures for the over 1.5 million people living with vision loss. Thank you to everyone who has fundraised and donated, and you've helped us reach, at the moment, $329,279 so far. If you haven't had the chance to make a gift yet, we're still accepting donations. We're going to be accepting it all day today, all day Sunday. I'll give you more information on that. But please feel free to give whatever you can, whether that be $25, $50, $100, whatever you can give, we're accepting and appreciating. You can click on that green donate button and help us get to our goal. Thank you so much. Remember that the more you raise, the higher your chances are to win an awesome Broil King barbecue valued at over $1,300. That is amazing. Who isn't barbecuing right now? I mean, seriously, who isn't barbecuing? I had my first barbecue last night, planning to barbecue all through the summer. And if you raise $1,000 or more, you get some really cool Cycle for Sight swag. And I got some Cycle for Sight swag. That is a tongue twister. I didn't think about that. I got that swag on me right now. So you get the chance to win as well. We really want to recognize at this moment the Cycle for Sight champions. Shout out to you guys. These are people who've raised $1,500 or more. And you can find your names in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. So keep an eye and ear out for your name. And thank you for being a champion. Let's give it up for our current top 3 fundraisers. At the moment, these are changing, so if you're a little competitive and your name's not on the top 3 yet, there's still time. Click on that donate button. Ann Morrison at $23,545. Christina Henderson, $20,855. Bert Henderson at $14,110. The current top team, Handu's Heroes at $46,135. The Crankers at $42,664. And Anson and Then Some. I love that. $18,467. Thank you so much. Give it up for these amazing supporters. And of course, like I said, there's still time to get donations in and shake up those leaderboards, guys. So if you're kind of competitive, especially for an amazing cause, click on that donate button. We want to give a shout out to the 36 volunteers across the country who make up the 4 regional Cycle for Sight planning committees, and particularly the newly created national committee, Warren Cooney, John Doherty, Ginny Duff, Laura Feltz, Christina Henderson, Mitch Camille, Amy Kavanaugh-Penny, Carol Lithwick, Lawrence Penny, David Sweeney, Joanne Taylor, and Charles Wexler. Thank you so much. You're exceptionally committed volunteers. We appreciate it. A round of applause. We're keeping the thank yous going here, guys, because we're so appreciating everything that you do for us and are doing for us at the moment today. Our incredible sponsors, most notably Murphy Batista LLP, Cal Tire, the Oppenheimer Group, and a huge thanks to Bear, hello Team Bear, for their very generous support. Cycle for Sight Virtual 2020 cannot be possible without the support of your amazing companies and organizations. All right. We want to hear from the Cycle for Sight community, each and every one of you, by the way. So please comment and tell us how you're participating with pictures, with videos, social media. Use the hashtag Cycle for Sight, and remember to make your posts public so that we can hear from you, we can see it, and be as creative as possible, because you could win a Cycle for Sight Spirit Award. That's still up for grabs. So I was telling you that I am a co-chair of this year's Young Leaders Program, and this has been an amazing opportunity for me. I've met so many people, and I met this one individual, one of my first Young Leaders Program in Vancouver. That was last year. And I met this individual. He sat down at a table with me and was like giving me all this amazing information on vision loss and vision treatments and possibilities for treatments, endless amounts of information. And by the end of this incredible interaction, he introduced himself as the president and CEO of Fighting Blindness Canada. That is Doug Earle. He has a message for all of you out here today. Let's take a listen.
Welcome and hello. I'm Doug Earle. I am president and CEO of Fighting Blindness Canada. I hope everyone is keeping safe during this pandemic. We really appreciate everything that you've had to do in order to participate with our virtual Cycle for Sight today because of COVID. Thank you. Thank you on behalf of 7 million Canadians who are living with blindness or have an eye condition that puts them at significant risk of losing their sight. You are offering them hope. You're offering them hope because you are raising funds through Cycle for Sight in order to fund the best, most promising vision research in the country. It was 46 years ago that Fighting Blindness Canada was formed. At that time, we didn't understand the biology that led to blindness. We didn't understand the role that genes played in causing blindness. There were no treatments, no cures. Well, times have changed, and that's thanks to donors and events like Cycle for Sight. We are in a dynamic research environment. For example, 100,000 Canadians who are living with age-related macular degeneration or diabetes-related vision complications are receiving a regular eye injection that is stabilizing their sight. And just this year, in 2020, Health Canada is reviewing the first sight-restoring treatment for an inherited retinal disease. It targets one of the 280 genes causing an inherited retinal disease leading to blindness, and we are working very hard that it will get approved in Canada so Canadians can access this treatment and restore their sight and set the precedent for future gene and cell therapies to do the same. So on behalf of 7 million Canadians, thank you. Thank you for your efforts to fund critical vision research in this country. You are making a difference.
That was a message from Doug Earle, president and CEO of Fighting Blindness Canada. And he was joining us from Toronto with that message. Just have, a 5-minute conversation with Doug if you ever get a chance, and you will learn so much. Ava Henderson is an incredible young woman who lives with vision loss, and she also had a message to share with us today. Let's listen to that.
Hello, my name is Ava Henderson, and I'm from BC. I have a retinal disease that causes blindness. I was diagnosed with Stargardt's at the age of 6. Being diagnosed with an eye disease is very life-changing, especially during school. I was pulled out of the classroom every day to go learn Braille. Being pulled out of the classroom, it made me feel isolated and different than the rest of my peers. I'm currently in grade 9 and still having to learn differently than everyone at my school. I'm often hesitant to tell or to talk to people about my eyesight because I don't want them to treat me differently. Fighting Blindness Canada is very important to me and my family, especially now that my younger brother Chase has been diagnosed with Stargardt's about 2 years ago. Fighting Blindness Canada raises money and awareness for people living with blindness all across Canada. I know what it's like to feel different and to have people look at you differently and to have people underestimate your abilities. This is why Fighting Blindness Canada and all your support gives me hope for a better future.
That was Ava Henderson with a message from Vancouver. Wow, we're really going from coast to coast to coast today, like I said. And what an amazing story. Thank you again for everyone who's raised funds and made donations to help give a bigger and better future to people who are living with blinding eye diseases. I have a vision impairment myself, and my condition is called Leber's congenital amaurosis. I learned to spell it when I was in grade 5. It's a recessive genetic eye condition, and my parents were both carriers of the RPE65 gene mutation, and I was born with my eye condition. The only one affected in my family, my immediate and known family. I have 2 younger brothers who are now carriers of this genetic mutation. I'm 27 now, and when I was 15, I had the chance to travel to the United States to take part in a gene therapy clinical trial run by the University of Pennsylvania. And they gave me a teeny tiny injections of the non-mutated RPE65 gene into the lower left quadrant of my left eye, which is my worst eye. And surprisingly to myself and my family at that time, this treatment was able to restore some of my lower peripheral vision. I have horrible night blindness, absolutely unreliable peripheral vision. And after this gene therapy experience, and because of the incredible research built into my specific kind of vision impairment, LCA, I've experienced, even if it's a small amount, restoration of my vision that I never knew I had or never imagined that I'd have the opportunity to feel and experience. And people in the medical and research end of things are constantly learning and constantly figuring more and more out about blinding eye conditions. And that's why your donations and your support and your belief in the absolute probabilities that we're continuing to move forward with finding and honing in treatments for blinding eye conditions is incredible. And that's why people like myself and like Ava and others like us are appreciating every single thing that you do in support of finding more research. Thank you so much. You can still make donations to help FBC fund vision research by clicking the donate button on your screen, or you can also visit at any time, donate.cycleforsight.ca. So, are you all ready to get moving? Because the opening ceremonies and all the other appreciation and everything is awesome. But on top of that, you are here to get moving. So we've got some awesome exercise program options for you. There are 3 buttons on your screen, and they are accessible with Screen Reader if you're a Screen Reader user. It's located above this video stream. And you can click on the program button that you'd like to participate in, and then you can get started. The indoor cycling button is a fun and motivating indoor spin workout with the always energetic Mike Porter, located in St. John's, Newfoundland. And the cardio and yoga button is a strength and cardio movement session with the highly experienced Marla Erickson from Ottawa, Ontario. Marla Erickson from Ottawa, Ontario. And the Zwift ride will challenge you. That's another button. That's the 3rd one. Will challenge you in an interactive indoor cycling ride, like a bike ride, led by Pan Am cyclist and Paralympic hopeful Lowell Taylor, located in Lethbridge, Alberta. So everyone all across the country has given these opportunities to us to try out today and get moving. And if you're participating outdoors, remember to have fun, be safe, and check back in with us just before 1 p.m. Eastern time for our closing ceremonies. And remember to take pictures. I'm really encouraging you to do that because we want to know why you're cycling for sight today. And on social media, remember to use the hashtag #CycleForSight and make your posts public. Remember that Spirit Award. It's still up for grabs. And we're welcoming comments as well. Let us know what you're doing and where you are by clicking the View Chat button below this video stream. We're going to have a quick intermission after we finish this session of physical activity. That's going to be broadcasted on all 3 channels. And here we go. Choose your activity now, and let's get moving, everybody. Have fun.
Cycle for sight.
Everyone Everyone's doing such an amazing job. How are you guys feeling? How are you doing? Well, we'll tell you, you're doing amazing. Just hearing Lowell Taylor there doing the Zwift ride with a bunch of people who've signed up and are doing live sweating right now. That's what's going on. You guys are doing fantastic. We're so happy that you're joining us at the Fighting Blindness Canada Cycle for Sight Virtual 2020. And the fundraising total so far, it's still climbing, is $342,689.63. So thank you. Thank you for everyone who's contributed. And if you haven't already, please donate to our cause by clicking on the green donate button or visiting donate.cycleforsight.ca to support Fighting Blindness Canada. You can also, this is my favorite part, buy some really cool swag like a Fighting Blindness Canada Iris hoodie or hat by clicking the Purchase Now button, or you can go directly to merch.cycleforsight.ca and get your merch there. All the proceeds, of course, go to Vision Research, and the merch always sells out at the West Coast Cycle for Sight event. So get your merch on, everybody. Lots of merch to go around here. We're going to have a special shout out now to some individuals who have raised over $2,500 or $2,500 or more, starting with Roan Ensign, sorry about that, Roan Ensign, Caroline Ensign, Mary Ashbourne Smith, Stephen Blanchard, Andrew Burke, Tom Kasich, Jerry Chevalier, Warren Cooney, Ellen Den Otter, John Doherty, Jenny Duff, Christina Henderson, Burke Henderson, Susan Joe, Peter Kurtz, I hope I'm saying that right, Peter Kurtz, Mario Laponte, Ann Morrison, Leah Mosconi, Alexis Nickerson, and Jim Phillips. Thank you all so much. $2,500 or more. We were shouting the individuals who've done that fundraising. And we're going to check in now with Cycle for Sight Newfoundland co-founders and co-chairs, Amy Kavanaugh Penny and Lawrence Penny. Welcome, Amy and Lawrence. Do we have you guys?
Hi, yes, you do.
Hello. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, we're glad to be here.
We're so glad you're checking in with us. I miss you guys at Newfoundland. I haven't met you two personally, but I've been to Newfoundland and I love it over there. How's the weather over there in Conception Harbor?
Well, it's a perfect rainy, mozzie Newfoundland day. A great day to do a ride indoors.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, here in Toronto, it's sweltering hot right now, too. So anyone who's riding indoors is probably like, yeah, this feels great. Lawrence was joining Lowell Taylor and is joining for the Zwift ride today. I'm hearing how that ride is going. It is incredible how much, is going on with the landscapes, even volcanoes, I'm hearing. How is he doing so far?
Oh, he's really enjoying it. He loves his Zwift rides, and he's really happy to be doing it in this big group and seeing all the Canadian flags riding along with him. He's doing a great ride.
Yeah, it's amazing because we're seeing flags from Canada, but also United States and abroad. A lot of people have joined the Zwift ride today.
Yes, there's a lot of people on and staying with our group, so it's great to see.
How is it feeling when it's virtual this year and not in person? Are you feeling the spirit?
Yeah, we're still hyped up for it. We really enjoy it. We enjoyed all the years that we went to Toronto and did the ride up there. And this is our third year having it here in Newfoundland. A little bit different, but our organizing team is still on board and getting a lot of shout outs from our volunteers and all of our supporters.
That's awesome. Let's talk about that for a little bit. What got you involved in Cycle for Sight in the first place and bringing it to Newfoundland?
Well, Lawrence was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa when he was about 55, 56, and he retired at that time. And, it wasn't really a great diagnosis to get. So when we went to one of the Vision Quest meetings and spoke with some of the researchers and got some more information about Fighting Blindness Canada. We also learned about the Cycle for Sight, And that was a real boost for Lawrence. It became a real important goal for him to do a lot of training, and really excited to go to Toronto and do the ride. And then we did that for 5 years and made a family holiday out of it, and decided that the more involved he became with the cycling community and the visually impaired community here in Newfoundland, that we should bring the ride here. And it's been a big success, and we've really, really enjoyed it.
That's amazing. And you know, the story you're telling and how far it's gone for you and Lawrence, and just how big it's gotten in your family. This is how awesome it is, because this is an exact example of the Fighting Blindness Canada and the Cycle for Sight family.
For sure. It really is a family event for us. Lawrence's sons and their children, they always participate. And that's the reason why he does it, because he has 5 grown children, and we have twin boys together, and we'd like to know that there's going to be treatment for this if any of them are diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa.
Right, absolutely. The difference it makes to know that there's something going on in the research. Anything else that you want to say, Amy, to the hundreds of people who are participating across the country today and here virtually in support to Fighting Blindness Canada and Cycle for Sight?
Just that it's really great this year to be able to feel like we're part of a national event, to see all the names and be in touch with all the people from all across the country. It's really a good feeling in this weird year when everything is happening virtually. You really still get the feeling of a team event. So we're really enjoying it this year.
That's amazing to hear. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad we got to check in with you guys. And Lawrence, enjoy your ride.
Give him a thumbs up. Right on.
All right, take care. We were talking to Lawrence and Amy, and we're checking in with them from Confection Harbor, Newfoundland, and that was really cool. A reminder from me to take pictures and tell us why you're cycling for sight on social media using the hashtag Cycle for Sight. Please remember to make your posts public as well, because you can still win the Spirit Award. That's up for grabs. We've had some really great posts that hopefully we'll be sharing with you in the next little bit after the second session of things. That's right. Your break time is almost over, so hope you had your sips of water and you're, drying off that sweat. Because up next in the program, you can select from the following: Spin Cycling with Mike Porter. And we're going to have another energizing indoor cycling class from St. John's, Newfoundland. That's what that is. We have cardio and yoga, and this is going to be that's the button, cardio and yoga. And this is going to be a relaxing yoga session with Vivian Chung in Toronto. I know some of you are really looking forward to that one. And the Zwift Ride continues. All those people who are doing the Zwift Ride with Lowell Taylor out of Lethbridge, Alberta, keep on riding. We're watching you guys. We're cheering you on, and hope you're really, really breaking that sweat. Have fun in your next sessions, which are brought to you by our generous sponsor, Murphy Batista LP in BC. And I think that's it for now. Intermission over. We will see you at the end.
My name's Kevin Gourlay with Murphy Batista. We are very proud to be a sponsor once again of Cycle for Sight. Paralegal in our firm has a close family connection with the organization and has long been involved, and we are very proud to be associated once again with your efforts. We know this year presents special challenges, and we hope that it's a huge success once again, and look forward to being a participant for years to come. Thank you.
Surprise, I'm back. We're going to actually check in with Lowell Taylor right now to see how he's doing. I've been hearing a little bit of what's going on with the Zwift Ride, and am I pumped for you guys. Lowell, how are you?
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
We just climbed a volcano, so that's pretty epic.
I got you, we cut you off with intermission right at the start of your volcano, and your descriptions, might I add, are amazing.
We call it described video.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, you can ride along and see the sights for all of us who are visually impaired. I have just enough vision. I just see through the very center, which allows me to do this program where a lot of blind racers, they can't see the screen, so it makes it more difficult.
Absolutely. So other than the volcano, what other landscapes are you guys on today on your Zwift ride? And tell us how many kilometers.
Yeah, so great questions. We are riding from an area called the Fugo Flats, and that is quite flat. It's more like Phoenix and Arizona. Then we went through an underground tunnel, but it was underwater, so you could see fish and whales and submarines and bubbles. And then we climbed through a little city, and then we went through to the volcano, up and over, through, and now we're going down it. And then we're gonna ride around the Watopia world. There's a few different crisscrossing S-turns, another good climb. Beautiful scenery.
Wow, it sounds beautiful. And I just want to point out here that you are doing an amazing job while talking and riding. This is a hardcore skill.
Well, it's easier than trying to steer at the same time. So I'm glad that Zwift is doing that for me.
Okay, so give us some more information on how it works in terms of, intensities. Like, how are you guys controlling that stuff? Is it already built in or manual?
Yeah, so Zwift does a really good job of creating a system where we can ride together. So we're riding on a meetup, and I've selected a rubber band effect. So that means no matter how hard we pedal or how little you pedal, as long as you're pedaling, you stay with the group.
Oh, very nice. That's cool. And how many people in your group right now?
Well, we are riding on a map with a lot of other people around the world, and there are 4,600 people currently on this map. But in our group, for Cycle for Sight, we have about 20.
Oh, excellent.
That are sticking together.
Excellent, excellent. Well, you still have a bit of time to go, right? I think maybe you're a little less than halfway.
Yeah, we've set up for an hour and 40 minutes. We're going to stop at 11 Alberta Mountain Standard Time when the closing ceremonies ends. And right now we're at 29 kilometers. And so we're going to end up probably around 40 to 50 kilometers by the end of this.
Wow. Now, we know you've done a lot of riding in your life and a lot of working out and keeping active and things like that. How big is this point of support and riding with all these people on Zwift for Cycle for Sight? How is that going for you, and how does that feel?
It's just amazing that we have community. I don't know the total number, but 500 people today, Cycle for Sight, all the supporters. Like, this is just really, it's an honor to be a part of, but also we know the importance of funding vision research, Fighting Blindness Canada, and just the importance of building community. We have a loneliness epidemic happening, and with COVID, social distancing, I like to say physical distancing with social cohesion. We need to still find ways to connect, to come together, to honor each other, and to support the marginalized and support everybody who's just trying to keep fit, have some fun, live, work, and play together.
I love it, Lowell, honestly, and that's why we call these virtual events opportunities, because it is opportunity to build community, like you're saying. Thanks so much for checking in. We will stop talking with you for the time being. You continue on Zwift, and people can tune in. Thanks, Lowell.
All right, excellent. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Closing ceremonies. Thanks, Sarah, Dave, Philip,
fantastic,
Nico. Thanks.
Lowell Taylor and the gang doing it really hard with the Zwift ride. And my goodness, even if you tuned in for an hour, half an hour, 2 minutes, you could tell that they were doing incredibly well, working up a sweat. And all of you guys, welcome back. Hope you're feeling amazing after your first session and your second session. It's definitely getting sweaty in here, and it's not just the bright lights. Have that sip of water, take that well-deserved breather, and pat yourselves on the back because you did amazing. And thank you so much for your continued support for Fighting Blindness Canada and the important vision research that FBC funds. Please show some love by continuing to donate and press on that green button to donate some more. You can click that button or you can visit donate.cycleforsight.ca. There are so many returning riders each year, and welcome to the community for the new riders as well. But we want to take the time now to hear some of the shout outs that we've had on social media from the C2020 Innovation Hub. Heather has already biked from Hamilton to Brampton. If you know Ontario, that's a huge ride. Wellness First _net said they were walking 10 kilometers today. Shout outs to you. And Ann Morrison is cycling on a surf bike in the lake. That sounds beautiful. You know the weather's getting nice. Isabel _Woodwin spinning indoors with Mike Porter. That was during the first and or second session. And Laura Lee cycling for her grandma / mom, aunts, uncles, and cousins affected by retinal diseases. She's also cycling for her patients with various forms of vision loss and blindness. So thank you to you. Karen Stiefeneffer loved the yoga class, feeling great after that. Of course you would. It's mindful and bodyful. Vinetopia was out riding on a beautiful day. If you're still out there, be safe and have fun. Dylan Wyvick sporting the same jersey he wore in Cycle for Sight 2013. Very nice. Muskoka _dogs riding 100 kilometers today with the Crankers team. And the Crankers team's doing amazing as well. We love hearing from you. Thank you so much for participating and for shouting out Cycle for Sight on your social media with the hashtag Cycle for Sight. I really appreciate it. More people to shout out before we get going. Who've raised over $2,500. Warren Anson, Caroline Anson, Mary Ashbourne Smith, Stephen Blanchard, Andrew Burke, Tom Kasich, Jerry Chevalier, Warren Cooney, Ellen Donater, John Doherty, Ginny Duff, Christina Henderson, Bert Henderson, Susan Joe, Peter Kurtz, Maria Lapointe, Ann Morrison, Leah Moscone, Alexis Nickerson, and Jim Phillips. Thank you, all of you guys, and let's make some noise. That's right. You've raised $2,500 or more. Thank you so much. Let's go through the current top 5 fundraisers, looking at the last 2 hours or so. Ann Morrison with $23,620. Christina Henderson with $20,905. Bert Henderson with $14,110. Ginny Duff with $12,432. Stephen Blanchard with $10,589. Let's give them a shout out. And the current top 5 teams at the moment are Hondo's Heroes with $46,410. The Crankers with $42,889. Anson and Then Some with $18,577 from their team. Team Bear with $16,025. And the Kasich Crew with $11,705. With the help of every single one of you today, we have raised an incredible $343,684. I think I said that wrong. It's $344,684.63. Give it up for everybody. That is remarkable and a true testament. There you go. The horns and all. You deserve it. And we appreciate you. It's remarkable and a true testament to the dedication of our Cycle for Sight family. Every one of you has helped us today to make the impact so big and so real for people living with blinding eye conditions. And it's been, you know, we said it a few times, it's been a strange and kind of challenging year for a lot of people, but in a lot of communities and a lot of fundraising as well. But the Cycle for Sight community has really stepped up in such a huge way against in the fight against vision loss. So we appreciate you. We had over 500 participants registered this year, and today we had lots of fun. moving together, hearing from Paralympians and supporters from St. John's, Newfoundland, all the way to Vancouver, BC, from coast to coast to coast. Thank you so much for cycling, for walking, for running, stair climbing, doing yoga, paddleboarding. The list goes on in support of people who live with blinding eye diseases, and you guys did amazing just being here. We're grateful to everyone who supported vision research and the mission of Fighting Blindness Canada. And in keeping that friendly competition alive, I just want to let you know that there's still time to get donations in and give the top fundraisers a run or a cycle or yoga for their money. So keep doing it. And the official fundraising awards will be announced on Monday. So keep an eye or ear on your inbox. And if you can, please continue to encourage your family and friends and your networks for donations to support Fighting Blindness Canada. By clicking on that green donate button, we keep moving vision research forward, and that's what we want. A huge thank you to the people who made this event possible for us today. We could not have done this without our amazing instructors, Mike Porter, Marla Erickson, Lowell Taylor, Vivian Chung. You guys are what kept us moving today and motivated us to keep pushing and keep encouraging us. Thank you so much, and thanks for donating your time and giving us those fun activities to do together. A huge thank you to Bear Murphy Batista LLP, Cal Tire, the Oppenheimer Group, and the rest of our very generous sponsors for making this day and this virtual experience possible. And finally, thanks to you who set some time aside to tune in today, to take part in some really great physical activities and help raise critical funds for Fighting Blindness Canada. We appreciate you, and your help is funding a ton of research, tons of research, and researchers who are creating a brighter future for Canadians living with vision loss and blindness. You made a significant difference today, and we are thankful to each and every one of you. I'm Ramya Amuthan on behalf of Fighting Blindness Canada. Have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend, and thank you for spending your Saturday morning and early afternoon at Cycle for Sight Virtual 2020.
I want to thank you for participating and raising much-needed funds to find treatments and cures for blinding eye diseases.
Thank you for participating and helping to raise much-needed funds for treatments and cures for blinding eye diseases.
I want to personally thank you for participating and raising the much-needed funds for cures and treatments for blinding eye diseases.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for participating and supporting.